everyone. Welcome back to WEDAWAYS Getaways, virtual FAMs specifically designed for wedding planners and engaged couples to explore the world, see the most beautiful destinations, and land on the perfect resort within them for your celebrations. Today, we're going to a spot in Italy that I've never been to before, and I'm very excited to visit. And we're going to be looking with our dear friend Alessandro, who I'll introduce in a minute, Resort Valle dell'Erica Thalasso and Spa. Now that's a mouthful, and you'll see why it's worthy of its name when Alessandro presents this gorgeous presentation. And don't forget, if you want more details, you can always go to wedaways.com. You can just type in Thalasso or resort or Erica, and you'll land right on it, and you can actually send messages directly to the property from the feature page on the site. But enough of that. You can go explore that on your own. We are going to Sardinia and visiting with our dear friend Alessandro Muntoni, who is one of the family members who owns this incredible property. Welcome, benvenuti.
Thank you, Renee. Thank you so much for the introduction. And well, thank you for having me. Welcome, everyone. And it's a beautiful day to present Sardinia and to present our wonderful property, Resort Valle dell'Erica Thalasso Spa. We're going to go over a little journey over this beautiful property to show you all of the amazing venues that we do have available at this beautiful resort. We'll start with a little geographic information on where the property is located. So as you can see from the map, we are right in the middle of the Mediterranean, and people can reach us with flights from all over the world. If we take a look at the European map, you can see that all of these cities, they have a direct connections with Olbia Airport. Olbia Costa Smeralda is the airport we are looking at to reach our property. And that's an easy breezy flight from Rome or Milan or anywhere in Europe. We're talking about 45 minutes. You basically take off and land. Uh, let's take a look at the climate temperatures in Sardinia. Well, we mainly divide high season and low season. So low season goes for spring and autumn, and the temperatures are around 68, 79 Fahrenheit degrees, and the sun sets between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. During high season, which is June through September, it's a little hotter, so I would say around 77 and 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and the sun sets between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m., which is a very long day to, to be able to spend it at the beach. It's a dream location. So as you can see from this map, we are located right in between of two main attractions on the island. Costa Smeralda, for those who don't know, it's a beautiful, beautiful trade-off coastline, which was founded by a prince back in the 60s. Nowadays, it has become a very jet-set and luxurious location where people from all over the world, prince and kings, they go there. So we are right in the middle in between Costa Smeralda and the French island of Corsica, which is gorgeous as well, especially to visit with a boat. And what's in front of us, as you can see, it's a wonderful collections of islands. Many of them are inhabited, so no one lives there. They're wild, and those are perfect to be visited by boat. This is part of France. It's nearby Bonifacio, so you can explore the beautiful French charm with just a boat ride away, not even an hour from the property. And those are some beautiful old photos of the Costa Smeralda. Costa Smeralda, as I mentioned before, it's a very beautiful spot, to party, to have a celebration, to go for a beautiful dinner at a very beautiful Michelin star restaurant. And this is what's in front of us, Archipelago of La Maddalena. So those collection of islands are just stunning. And as you can see from the photo, the waters are crystal clear. And we have a lot of little bays where we can bring you with our beautiful boats, and you can spend the entire day over there, having lunch in one of our vessels, or, cruising around with a beautiful speedboat, or going to fish for those who love fishing. So we do have multiple opportunities with our boats. We do have a welcome desk at the airport, so that's always, handful for those first-time travelers to Sardinia, or just in case you have, any doubts or information, we are there. So as soon as you arrive and step out of the arrival area, you can find us. We also provide helicopter transfers for, the fancy ones arriving to the property with an helicopter ride. It's quite fascinating. Also because it's a panoramic flight. So, you are flying over the archipelago. You get to see the beautiful transparencies of the waters before arriving. It's quite an arrival, and it's perfect for, honeymooners and those celebrating. So here's a little portrait of my family. Let me start from the left side of the photo, where we have Francesco, my uncle, the president and founder of the brand. Then we have Libero and Elena, the son and the daughter of Francesco, which are now the general manager and the brand manager. And then on the other side, we have Marco, with the blue shirt, my other uncle, the CEO of the company. And he's standing next to Lelia, which is my cousin. She oversees the European and UK market. Our mission is actually quite easy. As a family, we want to bring authentic Mediterranean hospitality in unique places, and Valle dell'Erica for sure is one of them. So here's a little photo of Valle dell'Erica Resort Thalasso SPA. From this photo, you can clearly see how extensive the beautiful land is. And what's interesting is that we have over a mile of coastline, which is at the disposal of our guests. So whether it could be a little stretch of sand, whether it could be a beautiful wooden solarium on our rocky coastline, or a long and sandy beach at the end, we got it all. So there is a beautiful location for every single guest. This property features two hotels inside, Hotel Erica and Hotel Licciola, seven bars, seven restaurants, four different swimming pools, and all of them are filled with seawater in a beautiful park. I usually say park because when you are in Valle dell'Erica, you don't feel you are at a hotel. You feel more you're like, getting around a beautiful park and your room, your suite is there. So yes, this is a little introduction of the property. As you can see from the awards located on the right-hand side of the photo, we have now earned different prizes, such as Italy's leading green resort and Europe's leading green resort. And we have also been nominated to be top 25 resorts in Europe by Condé Nast Traveler US. So indeed, it's a wonderful location to be in. Let me give you now a few general informations on this property. So as I mentioned before, it's two hotels, Erica and Licciola. We have a total of 273 rooms, which are spread out over 70 acres of land. It's a really spread out property. So there is a lot of place, to make beautiful promenades around. We also have what we call Le Terme, which is our Thalassotherapeutic Center. It's a wonderful outdoor space where we have our beautiful pools filled with seawater. Seven restaurants, seven bars, a private helipad for those arriving by helicopter, and different venues within the resort. There is a stunning ambience and views from all over the venues. We also provide our own fleet of boats for, luxury charter and fishing, and we are able to also offer sea excursions and dinghy with skipper. Here is our main beach, La Licciola. As you can see, we have a reserved area on the right side of the beach with sunbeds, umbrellas, and beautiful tiny little beach bar where you can have either an aperitif or, a beautiful lunch just staying at the beach. As you can see, it's crystal clear waters and white sandy beach, so you can't go wrong with La Licciola. And for those who prefer a more private type of scene, we also have a lot of different little bays and coves throughout our coastline. This is Caracoli Bay. It's just an example. But as you can see, the sunbeds are positioned just behind the beach so that we leave the natural setting available to our guests. Along the rocky coastline, we also have beautiful wooden solariums that people can have, and they can spend the entire day over there. On the left side of the photo, you see a few little roofs. Those are our restaurants and bars, so they're just a walk away from the beach. And that's where you can have a summerish lunch or the catch of the day.
What's
But
the water temperature? Sorry, what's the water
the,
temperature?
The water temperatures varies depending on the months. I'm not sure in Fahrenheit, but it's usually around 20 to 23 degrees Celsius. Let's now talk about the venues at this property. As I mentioned before, there are different ones. And what we usually offer to our, guests is a lot of outdoor space. So, celebrations and beautiful banquets or, gala dinners can be set in a stunning outdoor location, such as this beautiful little bay surrounded by granite rocks, or this little wedding that we have done right at the beach, or this gala dinners, which was located in one of our bays, or this beautiful lunch in a beautiful terrace, just, overlooking the archipelago of La Maddalena. The island right behind, it's Spargi. It's a gorgeous island to explore. And then a few aerial photos to show you the beautiful tiny little base where we can, personalize the settings. It could be a few tables, it could be a banquet, it could be a gala dinner, it could be a party. We have a lot of outdoor space, so, partying until late, it's not an issue at all. So the intimate bays are perfect for private dinners, parties, but also celebrations. And that's where most of our guests love to spend their time.
So let me ask you, Alessandro, on the property, do you have golf carts that will take the guests from the accommodations to the actual venue space where the event is taking place?
That's a good question. Yes, Renee, we do have golf carts. Some of them are bigger ones, especially designed for those type of events. So whether the dinner is, on the other side of the property or at the beach, we can provide transfers on request. Most of our people, they love to walk around as it's a beautiful scenery and a very natural context. But yes, we do provide a, transportation system throughout the property. And now, let me go over a few of our, options, such as Lizzini, which is one of our bays where we do a lot of private dinners and little celebrations. Proposals, countless proposals have been done at this beautiful location. And for those who are more interested in learning more about the, Sardinian culture, we also have a beautiful Sardinian restaurant. So we're able to personalize the wedding in a Sardinian way, meaning that, of course, as you can see, the setting, it's 100% Sardinia. There's a lot of granite rocks, and the food and the produces that we use, they mainly come from local lands. But what we can do is also we can have Sardinian typical costumes and dances to to make your weddings or your celebration a wonderful one. And you won't forget this for sure.
Yeah, you can make it more of a cultural
Yeah,
experience.
correct. And then, since we have a lot of beautiful outdoor pools facing the sea, we also can do aperitif at sunset. That's a great way to start a gala dinner or, for a celebration. As you can see from the photos, there is a lot of space. And look at the background. We are right in front of the ocean. We are overlooking the islands. We're overlooking the French island of Corsica. It's very romantic.
It looks like your chefs and your bartenders are able to customize a look.
That's correct. They can really, personalize everything based on the colors, on the tastes, on, seafood or meat. They can really do a lot, especially, even Sardinian type of food that people love to experiment, even during our celebrations. As you can see, highly customizable with lights, with different type of table. Either they could be, cocktail table or low table or beautiful, little lounges. We can really set this ambience.
Do you own the tables? Like if the
Yes, we do.
oh wow.
All of our furniture is from our brand. But in case there is a specific request, we do have suppliers which we have been working with for many years. They're very reliable, and we can provide any type of banquet or tables or whatever the clients and the wedding planners might be asking for.
Fabulous.
Uh, this is our main square. We have done a lot of beautiful gala dinners out there. It's a pretty big space. We can accommodate a lot of people out there. So this is perfect for those gala dinners. And we have worked with, many, many major brands all over the world for, making beautiful events at this property. Activities and experiences. Let me go over a few of the activities and experiences that can be done within the resort. So, first of all, Sardinia, it's one of the five blue zones around the world. For those who don't know what a blue zone is, blue zones are usually where people live longer. And this is because of the quality of life in general, the quality of the water, the quality of the ground, many factors that can assign an area to be a blue zone. At this property, we are specialized in Thalasso SPA. So as you can see, this is our beautiful outdoor area at the spa where you can do the circuit, which is a series of beautiful pools. They're all filled with seawater and all of them, they come at a certain temperature. So very good for your wellness. Of course, we also have a lot of, outdoor treatments a la carte that you can select from. Those are special ones. Those are, the Sardinian signature treatments where we only use Sardinian herbs and Sardinian essential oils. And Sardinian cooking class. Of course, as Italians, we love cooking. And this is just one of the, beautiful activities that can be personalized during the celebrations as an activity. We were making fresh pasta right here, and my aunt is actually the chef at this property. So, you'll be spending a beautiful afternoon in company, of her recipes and her knowledge about Sardinian cuisine and fresh pasta.
Wow, everybody's working in that family. Amazing.
Yeah. Even at the restaurant level, we try to be, we try to bring the family everywhere. Yes. And then, of course, needless to say, the boats. Take a look at this beautiful 1927 Norwegian vessel, Pulcinella. This is our beautiful vessel. You can go over the islands, you can cruise around, you can have a couple getaway or a family reunion or just, a special day for a special celebration out on the vessel. And it's perfect. We can personalize, the lunch, the aperitif, and where it goes. Our concierge teams will be more than happy to work with, wedding planners to define the perfect itinerary for the couple. And then you can reach this, which is the archipelago of La Maddalena and its many bays and little stretches of sand all over the islands. We also have different type of boats, and you're more than welcome to select one of them and personalize your boat day trip. But Sardinia, it's not only about sea, it's also about discovering local culture and beautiful landscapes around. So, of course, we do organize, wine tasting in lovely wineries around, Costa Smeralda. We also do shopping tours for those interested in learning more about Costa Smeralda and its ultra luxurious lifestyle. But we also provide excursions to learn more about traditions and history of the island. Well, being on an island, we have been conquered by many populations, so there is a beautiful melting pot of cultures to discover. Let me go over some of our rooms and suites that are perfect for couples and celebrations. I'll start off with this archipelago penthouse suite. Look at the view. We are facing a 300 degrees views over France and the Sardinian archipelago. And all of the rooms, they have independent access and a beautiful veranda which is connected with the main pool outdoors, which can also be heated. Look at this breakfast. Who doesn't want to wake up here and, have a beautiful breakfast overlooking the archipelago?
I'm coming. I love it.
We are
Amazing.
waiting for you.
I'm
And then we
coming.
have, some other types of suite. As you can see, they're very customized. Every single element that you can name at these suites have been done by artisans. So we do really take care of the local community, and we love to bring, the handicraft to our properties. So all of the elements that you see in our interiors are made in Sardinia, crafted and designed in Sardinia. The marble, the tiles, the textiles, the little basket that you see over there, that has been woven one by one. Just to give you an idea of, how careful we are with the details of the rooms. And then many other, some are located more on the coastline, some others are located up on the hill for those who prefer a more, wide view. There is just plenty of choice when it comes to suites and rooms at our property. And now, just a few words about our green protocol. As a family, we are very committed towards a greener future. That's why we have implemented a few smaller and bigger practices towards a greener future. So, we are the only Italian independent company that runs 100% green electricity for our buildings, restaurants, headquarters. Our buildings are designed and built in harmony with nature. They're low, they're built with local stone, and most of them are covered with greenery. We do support the local economy and handicraft, as I mentioned before, by only using Sardinian elements to decor our properties, and so on. Those are just, some smaller and bigger steps that help us, help the environment. And now let me show you a 1 minute video, which I think it perfectly represents the beautiful feelings that you can live at the Resort Valle dell'Erica.
That is gorgeous.
What do you think?
It's
Isn't it
spectacular.
gorgeous, right?
It's really spectacular. It's amazing. And it's all run by family. And you have so many beautiful areas. I mean, 273 rooms, so many
Yeah,
suites to choose from, the venue spaces. You really have it all. And Sardinia is a gem. I mean, I
it
know
is. It's a
from
hidden gem. It's
it,
such a wonderful destination to discover. And I usually say it's not only an island. We got mountains, we got hills, we got beautiful, coastlines. It's really a destination to discover, and people are loving it.
well, I know that Italians have been going to Sardinia for
Oh,
years.
yeah.
Their secret place, to vacation. And now North Americans are finding out about it. So I understand that engaged couples can contact you directly. And if it's a smaller event, and they can work directly with your people on the ground to do
Correct.
something really special and intimate. And for larger events, because it's obvious you do larger, both corporate and social, that they can, the event planner can work directly with your team, which is a very big advantage. And our advantage is on WEDAWAYS.com. If a consumer or a planner wants to look at this resort and even see the other resorts that we have for a comparison, you can do that. You can certainly compare. And you can also see the nightly room rates, which are very clear on the website. There are all the amenities, all the room types are all listed very clearly. Thank you, Alessandro, for sharing your beautiful property. I mean, I know it seems like you guys are on vacation year round. Obviously, you're working, but oh, what a paradise
It's
to
always better to work with a sea view. So, yes.
My God, it's just incredible. So, okay, wedding planners, consumers, engaged couples, whatever, vacationers, please feel free to reach out to Wedaways. You can reach out to weddings, plural with an S, weddings at wedaways.com, or you can reach out to reservations at wedaways.com. And of course, you can send a message directly to the property from the feature on the platform. All right, so everybody make sure you join for the next, subscribe to the channel and join us for our next upcoming video and watch all of the fam reviews that we share on the site. And Alessandro, safe travels home. Lots of
Thank
success.
you, Renee. Hope to see you soon in Sardinia.
Yeah, ciao, arrivederci.
Arrivederci.